One of the most memorable experiences that I've had with service learning occurred at Tillman Education Center a few years ago. I was visiting the site trying to establish a relationship with the community partner and also to get an understanding of who is at Tillman Education Center. Tillman Education Center is where students who get expelled from other schools in Fresno Unified, that's where they're placed. If they screw up at Tillman Education Center, they're sent to juvenile hall, and sometimes they go from juvenile hall to Tillman to see if they can return to their school or not. So I was visiting the site, and I saw this. Was with Nick Hustetti, and he got a call on his walkie-talkie that a fight had broken out. He ran to a classroom. I followed him, and there was a little 12-year-old girl who was screaming her head off, trying to get at the professor, just words you wouldn't even believe it, and a violent look and rage on her face that I really had never seen before. And Nick very calmly addressed the behavior, took care of the situation, and then the girl was, of course, led away and probably was at juvenile hall. And I was really taken by that scene, and I said, Nick, how could you separate the person from the behavior because you treated her so nicely, and here she was so rageful? And he said, Ben, you don't understand the story behind that woman. And I said, well, what's her story? He said, well, here's the story, and you'd be rageful too. So she was a victim of incest by her father and of rape since real early on. And then she'd been placed with her mother instead of her father. Her mother was a heroin addict. And then her mother just died, and Protective Services allowed her to go back, and the father has custody of her. So, Ben, if you were in that situation, how would you respond? I never looked and judged another person again. There's a very fine line between what we consider to be normal and kids that are just placed in horrible, horrible situations that are beyond their control. And if we can do something to help those kids in the community, then that's what we need to do. One of my students brought a keyboard into class and was teaching the Tillman students how to play keyboard and was having them sing along with it or do a rap to it. And there was this one woman who was a wonderful, wonderful singer. And he was having everyone come up and play the keyboard. And she started to shake when she was near the keyboard. And he said, "You sing so great. What you seem scared. What's wrong?" She says, "I've never touched a musical instrument." And she started to play, and he started to show her how it worked. And she was a natural, and she got this gleam on her face. And she said, "I never thought in my life I'd ever be able to do that. You've changed my world."